Hey everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life here for 12 Days of Trends, past, present, and future. We are on to the second future trend, so we are day 10 of our series. And I'm also going to go ahead and use some of the cut files that I received in my July Beach Babes themed Creative Cuts Club. So I'm using the mermaid and the word sunshine. I have kind of been hoarding both of these. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do with them, but now that I've got them, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. So my goal here of thinking is I'm going to glue it down and then back it. Well, I'm not going to glue it down. I'm going to back it here with these pattern papers from Dear Lizzy. This is a much older collection, and I was able to do with just these little strips that you can see there. I was able to back the entire cut file that I wanted, the part that I wanted to with it, and then the tail I back with a larger piece from the collection, which is like a pink, and I love it. So that is what's going to happen with the cut file itself. As for the trend this month is, or not this month, this for today is transparency. So this is the second future trend Daisy and I think you may start seeing a little bit of, and that is the idea of like clear background. So that could be, using your, like creating, your layout in the pocket itself almost. So there's different ways. We weren't really sure exactly what we were going to do, but I just came up with the idea of using this transparency sheet that came in this Dear Lizzy collection and using that as my main background. So yes, you can see it's backed on white because when it goes into my album, it has to be backed with something. So I figured I would go ahead and showcase it. And so you don't have to see my ugly, any more of my ugly mat than you already see. So everything is backed with white at the moment. But that is our trend and what we're thinking about playing with. I also have these two photos taken from, it was actually the spring that they were taken. We had a bit of a spring heat wave. It was very nice. And they are just sitting out in our backyard. One is of Nora and her little Peppa Pig bucket. She just loved it so much. They had just finished playing in the sprinklers and were waiting for a popsicle to come to them. And the other one is Jackson and Nora just having a little talk. And I don't know what they said. That was so funny, but Jackson said something because Nora's laughing her little head off there. So I think it's really sweet and cute. And that is what the two photos are. So pretty basic. I mean, an everyday kind of springy, summery photo. Why I thought a mermaid tail would work, not really sure. I just felt like it kind of said beachy and watery, I guess. It's not even at the beach considering this is at home, but it definitely says water. So I wanted to definitely highlight that. And I'm going to go ahead and stitch the mermaid tail. I was determined to do that. I was also in the middle of creating for the Secret Not Secret party, the scrap party that they have. And Sarah Scraps came up with her fairy tale challenge, which she does fairy tale challenges every scrap party, and it's a different fairy tale, and whatever the challenge is based off of that. So this one was off of, was it Rumpelstiltskin? No, Jack and the Beanstalk, I think. So we had to have a large element and a small element. So of course I decided the mermaid tail itself was my large element, and then my small element is the little mermaid that's beside it, and that's what I went ahead to go with. And I love it. I think it's cute, and it definitely fits the challenge the way I was hoping that it would. And I cannot figure out what is going on. I was trying to read to you where these two cut files came from. I think that the word sunshine is handmade from Christina, and the other one is, I'm not sure where that mermaid's from. I was trying to find it for you, but it's just, it's not popping up here for me. The other thing that you can see I'm working on is using some sequins. So I pulled out some of my Spiegelman scrap sequins. I think this one's called All Tealed Up or something. I was going to use the 3 different colors because they did match, but instead I decided to just stick with the gold. So it's got a nice little gold shine on the tail itself. And then I'm going to spray the word sunshine in the blue because that matches the pattern paper I backed of the photo of Nora. I love this. So I originally thought I was going to just do a little bit, some darker and lighter in different areas. But when I placed it on the transparency, it's kind of hard to see. It blends too much in with how like it's confetti transparency. So that really blends in. So I went ahead and I'm going to just spray the entire thing in this pretty blue. This color is a Distress ink, and it came in our Creative Cuts kit for the month of July, and it is called Blueprint Sketch. So I really like the color. It fits perfectly with that pattern paper, so love it. I decided to use the eye as a little flower puffy sticker with a sequin on top of it, just to kind of bring in a little bit of yellow as well. And basically that is what the layout looks like. So all else I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my puffy stickers and see. I wanted to add something and I get the like I said, the little flower there, but other than that, I don't happen to make any more of these puffy stickers work. I struggle with puffy stickers. I try so hard and I struggle immensely, so I'm gonna have to challenge myself to use them in a layout somehow, especially these ones. They're so cute, and I don't know if that's my problem, is they're so cute I don't know what to do with them. So there you have it. I do want to highlight a little bit more pink on that side with the sunshine too, so I'm going to go ahead and put this little strip of washi tape down. This is also within that Dear Lizzy collection. I'm not, is it called a New Day or something like that? It is like 2 years old, I think, like Creativation from not this year but last year, so it's a little bit older. I also take a little bit of the ephemera, and I'm just going to do 2 little layers by the photos just so there's a little interest up there. Nothing major. I really feel like the mermaid tail kind of says it all. It doesn't need a whole lot more, and it's got sequins on it, and it's kind of all blinged out, so it didn't need a ton. I do, however, find one more. I have these clear little bows that came in the collection, and I struggled using those like so much, and I think that Christina only sent me 2 of them, and I've been just like, I don't know what to do with this one. Well, I put it on the tail and it worked perfectly, so I'm so happy to get that used because, like I said, struggled with that. I also had pre-cut some of these little white flowers that I tried to use on another layout that didn't work, and it would have been the wreath layout from earlier in this series, and they didn't make it on that layout, so I'm utilizing them for this layout instead, and I am really happy with the way that this turned out. Make sure you head on over and check out Daisy's take and see what she's doing for transparency today, and there's a look at my finished layout. I'll see everyone next week with another future trend. Bye!